love repetition because I feel like even though it's constant, it never gets old at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes. Making this was very hard for me. Thank you guys for being witness to this. I'm very I guess that was more so about me being connected to earth, to my ground. You know, my feet are on the ground, my head is in the clouds at the same time. But it's more so it's reaching up towards me, and it's not just me existing on the ground because it's not always how I am. It's the ground reaching for me. If that makes sense. I'm always connected to it though. Even when I'm fluttering and floating and I cannot find myself grounded, I'm not stable, I'm always connected to it. I'm always going to find my way back there.
Can you talk about your hands?
My hands here?
And those little boxes, those cubes.
The cubes. They're very relevant here. They had to do with the chaos of the world. Because I feel like even though the world is extremely chaotic and it's the world, so you kind of expect it. Things happen. I was reading in a book. I forgot the author's name. He said there's these things called black swan events, and it's basically these really big, extreme things happen, and people they don't understand how it could have happened. 9/11, for instance, nobody understood like how could it happen to us. You know, we're supposed to be protected, we're secure. But looking back on it, if you stand your ground and you look at it with an objective standpoint, then you'll see that it's not that hard for things like that to happen. That when up until that moment, you don't think that it could happen, but looking back on it, you're like, okay, I see how that could work out. So that was very much what the boxes were about. They were about chaos, being chaotic, but still contained. Because we live in a world where everything can be accepted no matter what. If you just open your eyes, then you will see things are weird.
And there are things going on inside those cubes, aren't there?
They were, everything was very random. I just took my pen. I didn't even put pencil down before I did it. It was just, nothing was planned out. I also really like just the idea of cubes floating in space. It really like appeals to me. I like lines. This is actually, there's a story behind this. It's a mermaid on a rock. And I had written a story earlier about this world that I have in my mind, but when I got to the world was completely changed. And I blamed it on the mermaid that was on my rock. It was my rock. She was not supposed to be there, and I blamed it on her. But then she told me that the world isn't mine in the first place. It was only borrowed. You know, human beings have a habit of thinking that the world is all ours, and the story belongs to us specifically. For instance, you think that you're the main character in your story. You think that you're the main character. I think, you know, like we're very self-centered, and it's not bad or anything. That's just how it is. You can't think of yourself as someone else. It's impossible. We are islands, honestly. We're a collection of islands, but we're islands. We're connected, but you're very much alone in this world because you can't see anything from anyone else's standpoint. So that was just, it's not how, I can't explain it. I can't go into it. This one was not as thought out as that one. And you can probably tell from the lack of detail because after a while, I was just like, understand it anymore. I got lost in my own work. And that was an interesting moment for me. I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna go anywhere else with this one, because after a while it'll become too chaotic to the point where I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it now, honestly. But it was very much about the constraint that I find myself in a lot of times. And I want to get out of that, but it's very hard, extremely hard.
That was good.
Well, thank you all so much again for being here, and I invite you to please stay and enjoy the artwork as long as you like, and I'm sure that some of our artists will be willing to stick around and chat with you. And